Hello everyone, I am Extra Cheesy 87 and we're back with some more Danganronpa 3 anime commentary. Last time in Despairland, Teacher Lady, whose name I think, is it Chisawa? Is that her name? I feel like I usually rather would just say something kind of like concrete, like Teacher Lady or Housekeeping Lady, that everyone knows what I'm talking about, than just say like the wrong name for a character, but I think her name is Chisawa. She was brainwashed and is now evil. And then Mikan betrayed Chiake because Mikan is easily the worst character in the entire series, and I hated her from the moment I saw her. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. In three, two, one, go. So is this what leads to Izuru's room? Well, Chiake, don't you notice she's acting weird? I mean, granted, even if she noticed, and what's she gonna do about it? I feel like Chiake's fate was sealed as soon as she got knocked down here. The only question is, how exactly is it gonna go down? I still think the song's a vibe. It's still a big fan. I never noticed that when Nagito shows up, it's the revolvers behind him. For the Russian roulette game he plays in Danganronpa 2. Also, I think it's like even more purple than usual. Like it's gotten even darker. I do kind of like the subtle changes in this intro over time. And it's still raining, dude. Come on, green hair. You got your ass kicked? She's calling you a four-letter word. Chisa, that's it. I mean, they're both kind of right. And why do you care? He'll probably just be flattered and blush. Come on, green hair. Oh, come on, green hair. Okay, I kind of have to object to this because, like, if you're gonna establish that he loves the guy, like, why would he betray him? Like, if his love is really that true, then you would risk your relationship just in order to not betray him, you know? That doesn't even make any sense. Don't listen to Mikan's lies. Stupid, sexy Nagito. But there's a chain right there. Shut up, Gundam. Hmm. It's a red door, dude. It's gonna be a clash trial. So they actually are going to the clash trial room. I'm like, can't you tell she's being weird? Come on, kick her, Chiaka. You can do it. Hmm. Oh, maybe like Chiake being killed is going to be the basis of their brainwashing video. Not very original. Could have said that earlier, Nagito. Hmm. I wonder if his punishment's going to be like the same as it is in Danganronpa 2. Okay, so it's just video game based, but it's not the exact same. I mean, Shaka's got the moves. You cannot deny. Sounds like me after the swimsuit gravel prompt in Danganronpa 2. Couldn't Neko be busting through walls? I guess they're being brainwashed. You would think, if anything, them seeing like someone that they're close to get tortured would make them more resistant. Now, if the first evil act they could do was kill Mikon, oh boy. Probably shouldn't go in that door. I mean, it's got big trap energy. I've got thoughts about this, but I guess I'll wait until the end of the episode. I mean, you would think the very first thing they would do upon turning evil is kill Junko for revenge. He's like, I mean, like, I'll just wait until the end of the episode to go over it, but probably Izuru. Oh, she's still alive. It is Izuru. I am glad that Chiaka is getting a little bit more beyond just being. Oh, that's the name of chapter 5 from Danganronpa 2. So yeah, there's a lot to say there. Didn't really have too much of a chance to talk in that whole last like 8 minutes. Um, it's kind of had to, I was absorbing it all in, and it's kind of hard scenes to talk over. But so yeah, that's one thing that it kind of bothers me a little bit, that the brainwashing angle. Like, you would think that, like, okay, so like I'll buy the idea that they're like brainwashed and they turn evil, right? I accept that. But I would still think that, like, once you've kind of like you've gotten rid of their morals, right? They're ready to just kind of kill indiscriminately just to cause despair. That kind of vague, amorphous concept. Um, like, you really would think they would just kill Junko? Like, both for A, revenge, because they have no morals anymore, and also B, just for the lulz? Like, that's kind of something that, because I feel like, she's just made enemies of, 15 really strong individuals that also have, like, now they have no qualms about killing people. So it's like, if they're ready to kill indiscriminately, as they're shown in, like, the very beginning of the anime, you would think that, like, they would probably at least try. Like there's no guarantee they're going to be loyal to Junko. Like, I don't think anything in the brainwashing, like, has anything about being loyal to Junko in it. You would, like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of like my biggest problem with it, is the like, not even just like loyalty to Junko, but like the complete and total obsession over Junko. I feel like there's still not like I feel like the brainwashing angle actually makes that a little bit less like plausible, because it's not really that Junko indirect or like directly is able to, manipulate them with her words and actions. It's just that, I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about the whole brainwashing angle in the first place, because it's like, I do like that it kind of makes the characters still sympathetic because they don't have like a choice in becoming evil, but it does kind of feel like a cop out to a degree. Like, I mean, this is like a longer topic that I'll probably talk about once we finish the anime and I do a video talking about the whole thing. But it does kind of feel like they've strayed away from that initial thesis from the first game, which was that these symbols of hope can be like that, like, kind of like basically everyone is innately selfish and they're just like not that far away from becoming evil or despair in the first place, which is kind of like the thesis of the first game, where it's like, hey, lock these symbols of hope up and tell them to kill each other in order to save themselves, and eventually they'll start to do it, no matter how like virtuous and upstanding people they are. Whereas now they've kind of just become like, they all got brainwashed and they didn't really have a choice in the matter. They didn't choose to embrace despair and get rid of hope. So I'm still a little undecided on how I feel about the whole brainwashing thing, but I think there was something else. I did like that whole final scene with Chiake. You know, it's definitely, you know, um, like kind of impactful. I do like that she kind of got some final words there at the end, besides just being like blindsided by the spears. And you know, you kind of figured there'd be something from Izuru showing like a little bit of a reaction at Chiake's death, even if he didn't seem to like fully understand it. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to mention about that episode. But yeah, that's just my main thing, is that I feel like, you know, isn't she like just them being so loyal to Junko, it doesn't really make sense to me. And plus, like, you would think they'd be more resistant to the brainwashing because it's someone that they care about. Because like there's like an active like, I don't want to watch this, I'm going to resist it. In the same way that like the way, what's her name, the teacher lady was able to resist initially until, you know, Mukuro starts directly poking at her brain. Because it was like she cared about all of her students, right? So she was more resistant to it than say some like bystander just watching random people murder each other. So that is a little odd that they introduced that idea that, you know, that the videos themselves aren't enough, yet then none of the actual Danganronpa 2 characters are able to resist it. They're corrupted by just seeing the video with no extra involvement. But I think that's everything. I'm still thinking about it. You know, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Overall, I mean, I am really enjoying the anime. There's some things that, I mean, it's like I said, it's too early. I shouldn't go into it, but there's some things that I think I would have liked to have done a little bit different, seen done a little bit differently. But we'll expand on that more later, and maybe I'll change my mind depending on how things actually wrap up. But I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.